Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV, and happy almost Halloween. You're joining us for Season 1, Episode 5 of Speechless, H-A-L Halloween. And JJ gets wasted. Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes.
Very Halloween.
I love it. Happy Halloween, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we're a little behind, but thank you guys for being here with us. And yeah, I'm really excited about Halloween. Freaking love Halloween. I'm Susannah. You guys can find me online at Twitter and Instagram at Susannah_Kim. It's SUSANNAH_KIM. And I have my lovely co-host.
Hi, everybody. It's Briana Phipps here. You can find me at bphipps14 on Instagram and Twitter and bphipps1214 on Snapchat.
All right, so Halloween are you a big fan of Halloween?
I'm a huge fan of Halloween, which I'm really sad about this year because I don't have a costume yet. I'm gonna have to go through my closet and figure something out.
Not something last minute.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as elaborate as what they got going on.
I mean, I've never been the one to be able to make stuff out of nothing. Really? I had friends that could do that. I couldn't do that.
I always make my costumes. I've done like Space Cadet, you know.
I can make stuff like with clothing, but I can't like take like random pieces of stuff in my garage or on the driveway and like create a really cool thing. I had a friend that did that. He like he made Edward Scissorhands like big knives. He did Wolverine. He did Ghostbusters. He made a backpack out of like random stuff in his garage. Like,
ooh,
and it looked good.
Oh, nice.
I could probably do it. It just wouldn't look good.
So no DeLoreans taking up your garage at home?
Not anytime soon.
No, not really. All right, so this is Season 1, Episode 5, H-A-L Halloween. JJ gets to go to his first Halloween party. How cute.
I know.
It was precious. I loved it. And yeah, we had a few different little storylines going on here. So starting off with the dad and his like crazy costumes and themed family costumes.
I mean, he's really good at it.
He was great, but I totally noticed even before they mentioned it that was it Maya and Ray were couples.
I didn't notice it until they said it. I wasn't even like paying that much attention. I was just like looking at the overall picture and being like, oh, like I was actually looking at JJ's costume.
Oh, really? Yeah.
For everything, because I was like, wow, he really like builds things really good.
Right. I mean, I noticed it when he was when they were Jack and Rose at the end of the Titanic. I was like, that's awkward, and then it just kept going. I was like, okay, and then they made a joke with it.
Yeah, it's weird that he doesn't like make himself be the love interest for his wife.
Exactly, you would think, but no, he's the creator, he's the artist, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know, he's the visionary. And then he wanted to do what was it, Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, which I'm like, I really want to know what his idea for JJ was. Romeo and Juliet.
Said that. But then I guess he ends up deciding on the DeLorean and Back to the Future, which is still very relevant right now, right? Man, everyone's super into that still, which is awesome.
I mean, that movie I think is like timeless. It's never gonna go away.
Yeah, although not to Maya. She's like, that's before my time. I was like, girl, don't even get me started on that.
That was the 80s.
Right?
You're definitely
well within your time.
You're definitely alive and well in that time period.
And we also find out that they have like a dead to Maya list. It's the list.
It's a huge list.
Yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't surprise me knowing like her personality. I'm surprised there aren't like
I'm more just surprised that so many people are willing to put up with it.
I know, right?
It sounds so bad.
Okay with it. I love that he just went to write it on the wall like, oh yeah, we'll paint over that. No, he's not. I would love to see that list stay up for the whole rest of the season. Right? They don't
But
paint
now
it.
it's just a bunch of
It's just
cross-offs.
background. Yeah. I love that. But yeah, I hope they keep that for the rest of the season. So they have that list going on, and eventually they realize that the kids don't want to participate in the costume. They've got other stuff going on, and they end up what is it? Like undeading the list, when he's zombieing the list, and they start doing things off the list.
He's
that
able
they
to do everything for one night.
Yeah, exactly.
That he's not ever allowed to do.
Right.
Because he said that there was a list of stuff she doesn't like, and then there's a list of stuff that she doesn't like that Jimmy does.
That he just personally, things he says. Can't wear tighty whities. It was pretty specific.
Can't eat a sandwich in the bathtub.
Yeah, some weird stuff going on there. Although, I mean, he is kind of weird, the dad. I'm sure he's got a lot of weird quirks going on. So I'm sure some of it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, some reasonable, some like, if you don't like it, you're just going to have to kind of deal with it.
Right, yeah, pretty much. But that didn't last for long. I felt like they did like a few things and then they were over it pretty quickly, right? And they realized they missed their kids, or...
I guess so. It was like a montage, though, because it seemed like almost the entire list was crossed off the wall, and I was like, wow. True. You guys got through this fast.
Got a lot done without the kids at home.
That was a quick bath.
Yeah. So in the meanwhile, Ray gets a call from Jillian in the beginning and realizes that she is now broken up with her. What was his
with
name?
her boyfriend, Zach, or maybe
Zach,
no, I'm wrong.
Seth.
So,
something really like preppy, something like that. But anyways, they broke up, and now she's running a haunted house.
It was
she needs
weird the way
to
she
run a room.
said it, though. Like, I don't know if you've realized that we broke up.
Why open with that? You're teasing
like, why not
him,
just
right?
be like, "Hi, hey, I don't know if you've realized I'm hosting the haunted house at the school."
Exactly. And by the way, I can't use so and so anymore because we're not together and it's awkward. You know. But
Yeah.
she opened with, "Hey, I'm free and readily single."
Right?
You know?
That's mean.
She was setting him up for failure. So I don't know if that was very
So
kind.
if she's not aware that he says in love, but that he likes her, I think she's kind of a little oblivious then.
So I can't tell if it's either that she's like just unaware of it, or if that cause in the, what was it, 2 episodes ago or whatever, he like mentions, I don't know, something about like them walking home together, people getting the wrong idea, and she starts laughing, and he's like, that's a really hearty laugh. So I don't know if she just thinks it's so out of the question that she would even be with a kid like him or something, and she's just not considering it, or if she's just completely unaware of his small little advances and stuff. I don't know, I can't tell. But either way, she doesn't care, and she ends up making out with a dude that she had a crush on from like
2nd grade.
Yeah. It's been a long time. So yeah, I guess I was really surprised to see that Ray confronts her like right in that moment, right after they kiss.
I was surprised at that, and then I was at first surprised at the sister, and then I was like, oh no, it makes sense because she's still making fun of him.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And that man, Dylan, that little girl, she is weird. Right? That's a disturbing little girl. She ends up hopping on the haunted house train.
She's right in her haunted house theory of like you need to make it scarier.
Very true.
But I don't know if as far as pig's blood and cadavers
Yeah,
go.
maybe. Well, I was gonna say maybe she's not weird. No, but she's a little odd. She's just beyond her years a little too. Yeah. And I love that she kind of has this sort of like condescending tone with everyone. Like I think she knows she's above most people. I don't know. I love that little girl though. She's hilarious. And they end up making a torture room, which was terrifying. She wants to waterboard kids.
Yeah, for 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's like, I learned how to do it on some
They also
show
got
or
all
something.
of the apparently she inherits something from her father because she put together this entire room in like a day.
It's pretty, and it was pretty legit.
And had full scenery and costumes.
I loved Ray's costume of being like a brick wall. Yeah. What are you? Oh, I'm gonna stand over here. But yeah. So, anyways, I was totally surprised. I don't even think they got to kiss, did they? I don't know if their lips even touched. But he just jumped right on that and was like, "I can't believe this," and she's like, "What? what was happening?" Right? And yeah, he was hurt. Dylan makes a fuss, and then they go home, and I guess he learns from Dad or has a heart-to-heart with Dad. Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Let go, yeah. Which, yeah, I totally get that. If she's not feeling you, she obviously
if you put in all
doesn't
this
see your
effort
value.
and she's still wanting someone else, like you can't keep on it.
Totally. So yeah, that was cute. I think that totally makes sense. I mean, I think there's also, that small part. It's like, you should keep trying to get what you want. But no, there's also that.
But when getting what you want is like a person who obviously is interested in somebody else, then it's just going to mean more heartache for you down the road.
For sure. So, yeah, and it totally sounds more like Jimmy to be like, hey, know your worth, or, know who you are and who's into you or whatever. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was a really cute, sweet little moment. And they sort of like parallel that with Maya
getting pig's blood out of Dylan's jeans and her deciding to keep them and not let them go.
Right, yeah. She was trying to get her to let those go. Yeah, that was I guess it was funny because it's like such a super, what do you call that? Like
contrast.
Yeah, it's a contrast because obviously what's going on with Jimmy and Ray is so
like one is actually like an
sweet
important
and
heartfelt. Yeah, and then one is
what do you call that? Pointless?
Kind of
ridiculous.
More like, why aren't you concerned your daughter has pig's blood?
Right? So many issues. So okay, and where did the blood come from? But anyways, all the while we have JJ, and this was the storyline that I love. JJ gets to go to his first Halloween party.
First teenage party, I'm guessing.
That's true, yeah, at high school.
Like that high school kind of
house party. And I love that he references Bring It On and American Pie, I think that's what everyone sort of expects to, have at like a crazy house party in high school.
Pretty in Pink, like anything that had like one of those crazy kind of parties.
Right? Red Solo Cup, beer pong, that sort of party going on. So he ends up being able to go. And Kenneth obviously has to go, but I was kind of surprised that he wasn't more excited to go to like a high school kids party. Because usually he's like trying to be
but like, I mean,
hip.
when you're an adult and the only adult at a high school kids party.
True.
One, I mean, not to go into it because I know it's like a sitcom, but like in the legal side of it, like if the cops had shown up with him there, he would have been liable for all of these teenagers.
Exactly. So, okay, so eventually JJ ends up getting drunk. He tricks
he keeps asking Kenneth for things, so he leaves and then he chugs a beer while he's gone through a straw.
Through a straw. That's even worse, right? Isn't it worse through a straw?
I don't know. I've never drank a beer through a straw. I imagine it would be a little bit more intense tasting because everything through a straw kind of gets a little more intense tasting.
Right? I don't know.
If it's warm, it would be real bad through a straw.
I don't even think he cared. He was just pounding those.
Oh, yeah. When you're a teenager, you don't even care.
Awesome. But yeah, he was. And man, I love drunk JJ. He was hilarious. He was slurring and like his movement with his head. His laughing. Oh my God. I thought he was so funny.
The laughing was the best thing in the world to me.
Right? And he just couldn't
like rolling
stop.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
While laughing.
He's like, where are you going? And I love when they're talking. Ken's like, stop rolling over my foot, you Aki. Like he's just like, you know, drunk driving in his chair pretty much. So funny.
Would you get a DUI for that?
Exactly. Which at the end was kind of what I was thinking when he was in the DeLorean. But anyways, yeah, hilarious. And I was totally thinking that Kenneth might get fired, right? That was my main concern.
I think the parents were just so excited that like this kid that they've had and they always are worrying about is having like a total teenage experience,
right?
And he's fitting in a way that they never thought he would, maybe, or always hoped he would.
Exactly.
So it's just like kind of pushed aside that he did something really bad.
And it's perfect that like Maya and Jimmy are totally not your regular parents, you know, not your typical parents that would be, you know, upset. They're, of course, like you said, they're super happy about it, and I'm sure they're even proud of him that he tricked Kenneth, you know.
I mean, he was only gonna get 3 weeks grounded. I would have gotten way more.
Right? Exactly. Like you said, cops could have easily gotten involved in this.
Well, apparently cops did.
Right, yeah.
After he got a text that the cops showed up, so Kenneth wanted to go back watch little white kids get arrested.
That's hilarious. So I guess the parents were pretty happy. JJ's obviously super happy. So it seems like everyone won except for Kenneth. And Kenneth sort of gave him like a little talking to. I like that little moment they had where he's like, hey, look, like I get it, you know, but still
the friend part of me wants this for you.
I love that they said that.
But I'm still your caretaker and I'm still an adult.
Exactly. He's like, you're not even gonna remember this in the morning. But I loved that little moment they had. I thought that was really sweet. So yeah, in the end they all go back and they end up doing the DeLorean Back to the Future theme anyway.
Trying to get candy at 2 a.m, basically.
With Kenneth as
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah, right? Stevie Wonder. Was it like a Rasta?
Well, he just had, he had like the long, I don't really know.
I'm not sure what mixture cost. I guess Stevie Wonder, okay.
Because he was doing the head thing.
Yeah.
The glasses and the long braids. I don't know.
I love in the beginning how quickly he got out of that costume when he realized, you know? What a terrible feeling that is.
Which I think at a high school Halloween party, there would be people in costume.
Yeah, I think so too. And they would be like really
so that part was a little strange to me because I was like, there'd be a lot of like
bunnies
slutty,
and I'm a rabbit, dad.
Girls and guys in very like stupid costumes. I don't know. My high school, that's how it was. Girls were always wearing like little short outfits, and guys were like, I have a piece of blood on my thing. I'm a zombie, obviously.
Or an excuse to take their shirt off because you know, they're 12 and it's easy to get a 6-pack. But yeah, you're totally right. I didn't think of that. It looked like a regular weekend party instead of a Halloween party. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it. They had a sweet moment at the end, and they got to go trick-or-treating at 1:24 in the morning. Is that what it was?
I thought it was like 1:45.
Something like that.
It was late.
A ridiculous time. No one's giving out candy. So I would have loved to
That's
see
the time
how
when
they
you
get
put the
candy.
bowl out on the porch and
Right?
like, here's my leftover candy, teenagers, take what you want.
Yeah, I would love to see them just go around and just pour everyone's bowls just in the DeLorean and just take off. And we get to see JJ sort of like veer off into the trash can. No one went back to help him, right? Am I kidding? Am I wrong? Everyone just kept walking, it seemed like. But yeah, that was cute. It's a cute little Halloween episode. I love Halloween episodes on any show. Yeah, I thought it was sweet.
The one thing I would like to see the show start to do is kind of make the episodes connect, because I love each episode, but I want like a storyline to kind of connect through it that we're getting.
Exactly.
And I'm waiting for that to start, because I know like it takes a while with a new show for that to start. So that's what I'm excited for that to start, and I'm excited figure out at some point, hopefully, what these parents do for jobs.
Do for work. Yeah, okay, yeah, going back to that.
I'm harping on it forever.
She brought it up while we were watching. She was like, what do you do for work? Because what was it?
She called him a hard worker. He provides for this family.
All we see him do is work on a DeLorean. That's all we see. That's the
he
only
seems
work
to have
we've
all the
seen
time
him
in
do.
the world. How does he provide for the family?
Seriously.
Does he have some top secret government job that he works from home? Like, I just want to know, what do you do?
He's actually in the CIA. Clearly, he totally seems like an agent. But yeah, you're right. I would love to see like a continuous storyline. I think that would make us more invested in the characters, to have maybe some, not like a huge cliffhanger, but something like, oh,
just a thing that kind of like goes
week.
over, yeah, to
exactly.
the next week.
Totally right. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It was a quick episode. I mean, they're all pretty small and short. So yeah.
With half our sitcoms, you're always kind of like waiting for more to happen because you're used to our hour long.
Exactly, yeah. And then we have like crazy theories and stuff, but I don't have much theories going on for this one.
Not yet.
Yeah, so we'll see. So I think that's it. Hopefully we are getting Tara Erickson back soon, joining us back on the panel. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be here next week, but you'll be here next week, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be here next week. We'll find someone to fill in for you.
Find us on Twitter, so we'll let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, you guys can find me online, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff at Susannah_Kim. It's SUSANNAH_KIM. Where can you find you?
You guys can find me at bphipps14 on Instagram and Twitter, bphipps1214 on Snapchat.
Sweet. So join us. Thanks for joining us. Like our video, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.